Right now here on ABC Action News Plus, just past noon today, police responded to an active shooter at Florida State University. Right now, ABC News is reporting multiple people injured after that shooting. Our Forrest Saunders is live for us right now at FSU. Forrest, break down what you know right now. Still a very active scene there at FSU.
A very active scene and a lot of question marks. I mean, that is the reality of these active shooter situations. You just don't have all the information that you want to have immediately. I've been talking to students since I got here maybe about 30 minutes ago. It's hard to judge the time because so many people are worried right now. There is so much commotion going on behind me. You can see a lot of law enforcement, a lot of ambulances. You can see U.S. Marshals are here. We have seen multiple people loaded into ambulances and taken off the scene. Here's what I can tell you. Again, none of this is confirmed by officials. We're basing this off of multiple eyewitness accounts. We have heard that at least 10 shots were fired, maybe more. We have seen multiple injuries. I have counted at least 3 or 4 that I've seen myself. One of them was an individual who was wounded in the mouth. A male, probably in his 30s. He was laid on the back of one of these ambulances and then shackled by law enforcement before leaving. Now, I can't tell you whether or not that was a shooter with any confirmation, but what I can tell you is that's what witnesses tell me. Again, we are waiting to hear back from law enforcement on a lot of these things because we are just in that gray zone when one of these emergencies happen. As far as students, they are rattled, as you can imagine. They have told me that they are worried about their friends. They are worried about their own personal safety. Some of the things that I've seen walking onto campus, they got up and they ran for their lives. There is a lawn not too far from here where people sun themselves. They lay out towels, they have computers, they eat lunch. Well, all of that was left behind. People were leaving shoes behind running for their lives. They left their laptops, half-eaten meals on the grass. And you can see some people coming out right now, maybe from the student union. We have seen a number of students come out of buildings here in the last hour, some of them with their hands above their heads. That is a safety measure. You might see some of that video circulating on social media. Law enforcement asks that of students to make sure that they are not targeted when they have law enforcement with long guns in an active shooter situation. We've seen that at school campuses around the country, because this is not a first-time situation for this country. There are a lot of people who are concerned. I'm seeing tears in eyes. I am seeing a lot of stressed faces. This is a very frightening moment for a lot of these FSU students who had no idea they were going to be seeing or experiencing something like this. A number of them told me that they have been approached by parents who have come to the scene asking them if they know the status of their daughter or son, because they are not getting any information right now. That is what is happening here at FSU. Parents are coming out desperate for information because they can't get in touch with a loved one. Again, I don't know the extent of this active shooter situation. We don't have hard numbers yet, but we know at least 4. That is what's being reported. Hopefully that number doesn't grow, but it often does in these kinds of situations. You get initial reports and you keep getting more information, so you're just gonna have to wait, while we all wait, to find out what happened and what's next. I can tell you that there is a large police presence, as I mentioned, about everywhere you look around the student union. You can see flashing lights. That is a mix of Leon County Sheriff's Office, local police, Tallahassee Police Department, U.S. Marshals Service is here, FDLE, their crime scene unit, parked right in front of us. And you can see a lot of law enforcement still in tactical gear. They have vests on, they have long guns out, and right now they are doing their best to secure this area. I know that there are a number of police officers here that are, frankly, telling us to stay back, and we are doing our best to stay safe as well. That's one of those situations where we are here to try and tell you what the latest is by being as safe as possible ourselves. The last I heard, there had not been given an all clear here on campus, and so you still see a lot of students just leaving that can now safely move. We just don't know what's going on inside the student union right now. And that's where I think a lot of people's fears live, in that building. What happened? who was injured, how many were injured. We'll have to wait to find out. Lauren?
And Forrest, you think about the student union at around noon on, a random Thursday, and that's like the most busy, packed area of college campuses anywhere across the country. I imagine FSU is going to be the exact same situation. So many kids there for lunch or studying or having meetings whatsoever. And I can't even imagine what the students were going through. And I know you spoke with a few of them. Did they say there were a lot of people in there? Was it like just a normal Thursday, everyone just kind of hanging out, when unfortunately truly their worst fears came through right in front of their eyes?
This is exactly as you say, Lauren. I mean, the student union, kids have told me, is a place where everybody does hang out. It is a big point in the college where kids will come, relax, study. It serves its purpose for a number of things, not just studying, but people get food there. It is a place, it is a hub here on campus, and that's what's so terrifying to so many people, is they looked at this as a safe space where they could have fun with their friends, relax. And some of them haven't been able to get in touch with their friends yet. That's what makes them so afraid.
6 victims on the radio?
We're getting some initial reports. There may have been maybe upwards of 6 victims. Again, working to confirm all of that. We're just hearing it now, but we'll make sure that we get as much information to you as soon as we can. Again, I hesitate to say too much about these things that have not been confirmed by a police officer telling me directly, but that is what we're hearing right now. Again, these are eyewitness accounts. These are people who have seen things and are telling us what they've experienced. And at least one person told me that they had seen a fatality. Other injuries ranged from leg injuries to a injury in someone's backside. We don't know the extent of all of this, and that's what's so heartbreaking and gut-wrenching. So that's what I can tell you, Lauren, right now.
Yeah, and Forrest, as we were standing by for your live report, we were also standing by for hopefully to hear from the Leon County Sheriff's Office soon to hopefully confirm more information as we see just the incredible number of different agencies there from, I see obviously Tallahassee Police, Leon County right there, and then you also see the students walking up to authorities, probably still, so confused and trying to get answers themselves. And you're a Tallahassee reporter, you've been to FSU many a time, and I mean, just to be there on the campus right now and seeing all of this happen, I can't even imagine how tough that is to see this and see the student body just rattled right now.
Lauren, I have been through a lot in my 16 years in this business. I have seen tornadoes devastate communities. I've seen hurricanes. I've seen fireballs wreak havoc, floods. This is a first active shooter situation for me. And what's so tragic about it is that, much like these students, I thought it was never going to happen to me, right? And that's the reality that a lot of these kids are going through right now. That is the crushing truth that they have to swallow, is that it did happen to them, because these things happen too often. They happen too often. And now we have to question why and how bad. And we have to go through all of that. And so I am experiencing the emotions, the anger, the frustration that they are too. As journalists, we absolutely have a responsibility to tell people the truth, but you cannot hide the anger and the frustration and the sadness that you experience in moments like this. And I don't want to. People should hear this and know that these are tragic situations. They are terrible and they should not happen anymore. But again, I am grieving with this situation just like anyone on campus, because it is horrible.
Truly is. Our Forrest Saunders reporting live in Tallahassee. Forrest, we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. Please stay safe out there. And as soon as we learn any concrete information, have any updates, we'll bring them to you right here on ABC Action News Plus throughout the day to keep you updated. Forrest, thank you.